Hello all. In this video, we are going to learn more about the greenfield versus brownfield projects. What are these concepts, right? In IT, what are the differences, pros and cons, and how to lead those projects? Okay, let's go ahead and see one by one. So, starting a project from scratch or taking an already started one. This is what the greenfield versus brownfield question is mainly about. Okay, easy, right? Yeah. So it brings however you few important issues, how to run the such projects, which approach is better for your needs, what does the development across process look like. Check the answers below. Okay, so I'm giving you the readable things. Okay, you can go ahead this video again and again and learn this concept. Okay, sometimes you will get the questions on this concept in the interview. So, today we come to you with the mysterious yet appealing subject of the Greenfield and Brownfield IT projects. You might have never heard of them, so let us first explain where this has all come from. Both terms originally refer to direct investments. Okay, a company that decides to invest and choose to build everything from a ground up on a green. Okay, implicitly on this investment as a greenfield one. A brownfield investment, on the other hand, refers to situation when a company builds upon already existing facilities or other resources, okay, or even leases them, right? Which means it operates on a fields that been previously already used and cultivated, right? So the same goes for the IT projects as well. So greenfield project is a brand new one developed from the scratch and not based on any existing systems. Okay, so code or infrastructure, unlike the brownfield one, which is built upon already existing projects, code, and other resources. Okay, got the difference? Yeah. So from this article, you will learn about the differences between the greenfield versus brownfield projects, their pros and cons, project management processes for both types. Okay, we are going to discuss when to use this greenfield or when to choose the brownfield projects. Okay, continues, find out more. Right, read on now. Okay, right. Let's go ahead and see. So both approaches can concern many types of the IT projects, okay, such as software tools, app, website, networks, and the IT facilities. So in the greenfield projects options, the task may be adding a new management, okay, modules to the current CSM. CMS, okay, customer relationship management, okay. So integrating a new features to an e-store or boosting the performance of an existing app. So greenfield projects usually allows for more flexibility and innovations, which on the other hand means that you must thoroughly understand your business goals and set a clear path development in order not to lose the scope. Correct? Yeah, to handle this risk, it's best to use the agile methodology because it allows for the constant communication and the ability to catch the small mistakes before they turn into big ones. So brownfield projects usually come with some constraints and limitations, but in this case, much of the work is already done, okay, previously. So these differences have their implications which you should consider while choosing how to launch your software, or we will talk about the use cases in the detail later in this article. Okay, having said like let's pros and cons of the both approaches, let's go ahead and see. So what's good about greenfield projects? The advantages are of the greenfield projects stems directly from their natures. Okay, first one is the flexibility, then the high scalable, the low maintenance cost because it's we are starting, right? Yeah. So there is no unused or duplicate functions, right, in your old software or something. So greenfield IT projects can be more future proof because they are not limited by the constraint of outdated technologies and are a free redundant dependencies over the old systems. Okay, so let's see what are the risks of the greenfield development, means pros and cons, right? Yeah. Building everything from the scratch means that the time to market is longer and the business risk is higher because there is no well-trodden path to follow. You have to prepare everything, the plan, everything starting from the business needs to choice of technologies, as well the architecture of the system, the user interface, and so many things you have to build from the scratch. This is the trial and error things we can see, yeah, POCs and those things. Okay, so research and development. Yeah. So there are many decisions to made along the way which can slow down or even stop the development process as well. Okay, sometimes you might see it's not working, right? So yeah, this kind of thing. Yeah. So and so the cost is also usually also higher. Okay, then the advantage of the brownfield project, let's go ahead and see. Unlike the greenfield projects, a brownfield one have an already predetermined directions of the deployments, developments, and the old one can be reused, okay, to answer new needs. It also involves a shorter time to market and in case some cases lower cost as well, so business risk is mitigated. So we always have the backup and those things, right? Yeah, ready. So what are the challenges for the brownfield development? On the other hand, we can see it's a very limiting approach. Okay, developers have to deal with old code. The functionality is not always tailor made, right, to users needs as well. So maybe sometime it's a very tricky to change all the codes and dependencies, right? The API dependencies and so many things. So, what also important is the fact developer must know the current system in very detail. Then only we are going to suggest something new features and facts or also, right? So it's very time and resource consuming. So how to run the greenfield software development? The greenfield project gives you the benefits from the fresh case. Of course, you can also the knowledge about the each step of the process. You are choosing the new technology and the softwares also. So might be it's means you are aware about every each and every steps, right? You can choose it. So business analysis, you can call as a product design phase. You have to answer some important questions concerning the planned piece of software. You are having go through the final phase as the development processes as well workflow. Your agency prepares the workflows, construct the team developers, and set the agenda and those things. Okay, the product is always or usually creates in sprints. Okay, the good practice here is to create a MVP. MVP is what minimal viable product, which is namely simplified version of the final software featuring. Okay, you can release that product that is minimal viable product, and a user can start using, and then you can get some backfire like these features are not working, or so you can modify the features or any bugs get detected. You can work upon like that. Okay, slowly, gradually. And how you can run the brownfield software projects. In this case, the path is slightly different. Okay, the software we have built upon may be abandoned or incomplete things. So first important thing is to ask why the client wants to pursue the brownfield project in the first place. Okay, usually they think cost will be lower and the time shorter, but we have said before that's not always the case. Okay, sometimes we have to keep the software kept aside and start from the scratch also. We can suggest that also. Okay, because sometimes it will make some costly things or time consuming also to change the previous code and go ahead with that. Okay, so sometime we can of course ask to customer convey the same. Okay, it's a transparency needed. Okay, after an initial analysis you can existing code new product requirements, it may run out that the product will less time consuming and just cheaper in the greenfield approach as well. Yeah, so analysis of the existing projects, how you can do it. The existing code may hold many surprises, right? So it's has to throughout the analyze with the weak points, outdated elements. You might be reasonable to reuse the just part of the existing solution or something. So analyze all the existing project and then only just go if you are okay and everything is fine. Okay, otherwise choose the green field. Okay, scratch from the start. You have to do the gap analysis as well. At this stage, we define what to do, a bridge the gap between the initial and the final desired software. The question we should ask in this phase allows us to specify the problem. Is it an issue with the usability, the performance, the compliance, and the security, or the looks as well? You should also compare a new and original requirements and check what we already solved. Okay, you should compare a new and original requirements, check what we already solved, and all. You can go ahead with this. Okay, then building a plan with the requirements. And implementation phase, okay, involve the all stakeholder while implementing in your project, okay, because without them the plan may just ripe at the seams, okay. And after that, the end of the sprint demos and photography, they will say, oh, no, 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 we are not this is not we expected or something, okay. So this should not be done. So involve always the stakeholders and the project owner and everyone, get the transparency clearly, okay. Then here I'm asking one some question like, should I choose the green field or brown field? Knowing all of the above points, you probably want to know when you should choose the green field approach or the brown field approach. Okay? The answer is not so obvious because it depends on specific situations. Analyzing the softwares and between the all the stakeholders at very beginning, okay, at the beginning itself, give the transparency from the start to end, okay. Yeah, more transparency, and then only choose greenfield or brownfield. Okay, so just go through this concept once through this video and get it clear all the concepts here. Okay, if you have had any doubts or any clarification required or any more assistance there, just comment in this below. Okay, I would like to help you out. Yeah, yeah, thank you. Bye bye.